Welcome back, you guys. We are obviously on the bike. Hopefully you like that short bit of road. I'm actually really familiar with it. I grew up out here. This is officially my, I don't know, 5th time out on the bike, but this will be the longest and hardest I will push this bike thus far. So far I'm at 25 miles. It took about 22 miles to get out this far. And we're gonna go out through my old stomping grounds, see how much it's changed, and hopefully I don't wreck. I'm actually wearing a older armor jacket, and I'll have to come back to that road. That's a nice gravel road. There's a couple out this way I know of. There's tons of gravel roads out this way. I'm not too worried about finding one, but there's one in particular I want to go see, and that's actually the road I grew up on. The suspension is actually doing very well. This is not flat, smooth surface, and I'm still sitting down, as you can see. There's a whole debate on when you should stand up and sit down, and honestly, standing up I feel is reserved for technical riding. You don't need to stand up as long as it's not technical, or if the ground is just, you're in like the whoops. That's a nice view. Man, I haven't been out here for maybe, I think 2 years. Funny story, the last time I came out this way, actually on this road, was when I bought my Scion FRS. I came out and stopped actually like right here and did a sitting burnout because I had never owned a rear-wheel drive car before, and I wanted to see, you know, what it was like, and I didn't want to do it anywhere where I would actually get in trouble or get the cops called on me, you know. So what's more secluded than a country road? So in the last video I talked about I was leaking gasoline out of the carburetor, and I bought a small $25 rebuild kit. Oh, I almost missed my turn. From TC Bros. Thank you, TC Bros. At first I was like, I'm not gonna buy from them, it's $25, like I'm sure I could find cheaper. So I got on Amazon, started reading reviews, and everyone was like, don't buy this, this is horrible, it was crap, it came to me, it fell apart in my hand, yada 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 yada. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy from a reputable company and not second guess myself. So thank you, TC Bros, for offering parts for this old girl, and I know I'll be buying many more things from you. Wow, this was not changed much. Well, that's a badass little Suzuki. Well, this is pretty tore up. And this is when it goes to gravel. This is like really fine pea-sized gravel too. So the thing I've been reading about dirt riding is I want to keep my weight kind of towards the rear If the bike is going to kind of float, it's going to float, and I want to make it as straight as possible. And I actually want to keep my weight towards the center of the bike, not on the inside, like on the street like I was doing earlier. I'm only doing like 25, so I could feel it moving around a little bit. I wonder if lowering the tire pressures would help. I used to fish in that pond with my brother. I see that place is still abandoned. Ooh, big rocks, yeah. And I'm like keeping a pretty loose grip, like I'm just giving it baby corrections. I mean, I'm doing 25, 30. I feel like this is pretty good considering I've never really ridden on gravel, except for one other time when Jessica got us lost. That was fun. That was like, oh gosh, I think it was like I owned my street bob for a month. And we were going to a campsite with all of our friends and she got us lost. That was pretty funny. It was moving around a lot. I didn't realize they paved this. I remember riding the school bus home on this though. Like, definitely is a time warp, but I don't think that person was anticipating me turning left. They thought I was going to go right. Oh, there's some real loose ass fucking gravel here. Just take it easy. That's the thing, you don't want to overact. That's the biggest thing I've learned. Even though at any moment, like, I could be eating shit right now because, you know, I'm a newbie. Wow, look at that brand new paved driveway on this street. There are some beautiful houses out here now. That's funny, I was just talking about how drastically cities can change. And then look at this place. God save me if a vehicle's coming. It was funny, I don't remember this road being this tight. I gotta keep reminding myself to loosen up. Don't hold it so tight. And I'm trying not to. But we're almost there. Almost there. I think we're gonna stop here. Grab her a picture or two. All right. I feel like that was a nice little first time. I want to get out more, try to do a little more. I feel like, honestly though, that was really good. I mean, I was doing 20 to 30 miles an hour varying, especially with the distance I could see, and I was going at my comfort level, you know. I wasn't trying to push it or pressure myself. I mean, obviously I'm trying to pressure myself, but in a safe manner. It was nice going down that road. Brought back some memories. So I might have lost my train of thought there when I was riding the gravel. I think I was talking about I had to fix my carburetor. It was leaking gasoline one day. I got home and I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, oh god, I've got like a cracked fuel line or something's wrong, like it's going over the overflow. I don't know what it is. And So I bought a rebuild kit from TC Bros. I took it apart and come to find out my, I think it's called the accelerator pump diaphragm was cracked, and there were bits of that. And so I switched that out, changed a few other gaskets, and she's good. Like, she's really good. It actually feels like it picked up some horsepower. Throttle response feels better. I really did a good cleaning on her. Like, I took it down as far as I could. I might get braver in the future and do a little more to refresh it in the winter. But right now it's, I mean, I'm not a carburetor expert, but I mean, it's doing good. And yes, I am familiar with this road. Bike feels really good. This is the hill. For a brief second, you can look out and try to keep it on the road. I was a little worried actually. Today it's like 70 degrees. I was sitting on the bike and I actually felt some warmth on my leg. I was like, oh Jesus, here it is. Here's the heat that everyone was talking about. My leg's gonna feel like it's on fire. And I have to admit, right now I don't even feel it. Not even a bit. Like, since I pulled out of my driveway, I have not felt it. So 70 degree weather, I'm great. I'll check back in when it's 90 degrees. That'll be the next testament. But you guys, if you have enjoyed this, I don't plan to do a lot of dialogue. I'm not that narrative. I'm working on becoming a better storyteller, but I'm also a man of very few words and a lot of thoughts, and also not a lot of actions. I kind of think things to death, and then I don't want to do them. But if you enjoyed the sights, the sounds, if you liked all this, let me know. There'll be more coming up. I'm going to do a breakdown of my camping gear. And if there's anything in particular you guys want me to talk about, let me know. And I will make a point to focus on it a little more. I think my gear is slightly different than Jessica's. I do need to refresh some of it as my gear breaks down a little quicker, I think. I don't use it quite as often as she does, but it's also cheaper. So, if you're looking forward to my gear loadout and how I load it on this bike as well, let me know. And guys, I will see you in the next one. Later.